Good afternoon and welcome to your 4 to 5. I'm Maddie Gardner, joined by Lauren Coleman, Jalen Gilkey, and meteorologist Christian Morgan this afternoon.
Yeah, I hope you guys are having a terrific Tuesday. Make sure you head over to our live stream on our Facebook page. We'd love to chat with you during the breaks.
It is an absolutely gorgeous day. Christian Morgan is the lucky one, standing outside.
Oh yes, just if I stand a little more like this, I get a little bit of suntan on the left side of my face.
You need your sunglasses.
That's right.
Yeah. All right, well, we have a lot of news to get to this afternoon, including more COVID restrictions that are now being relaxed by the federal government. Today, President Joe Biden unveiled some new guidelines from his administration and the CDC, mainly for fully vaccinated people. Here they are. Fully vaccinated people can now take off their masks if they're exercising outside. You can go to small outdoor gatherings with a mixture of people who are vaccinated and who aren't vaccinated. And you can dine outside at restaurants if you're outside with friends and people from multiple households. The new guidance comes as the administration redoubles efforts to reach out to people who are reluctant to get the vaccine.
This is another great reason to go get vaccinated. Now.
The number of daily doses administered fell from a high of about 3.5 million 2 weeks ago to 2.7 million on Monday. The CDC also says they are seeing a 21% drop in new coronavirus cases across the country compared to last week.
And the news comes as we heard a surprising stat from Cone Health. First, this shows the number of people in Guilford County hospitals with coronavirus. It's been pretty flat lately. Cone Health told us it has not treated a single patient for the virus who's been fully immunized. So that means they haven't seen anyone who's received their shots but later had COVID-19 symptoms so severe they had to be hospitalized. So this is some great news here. We did reach out to the state to get that number on a larger scale. We'll let you know when we hear back.
Let's turn now to the headlines in your 4 to 5 roundup. Across the country, millions of Americans are missing appointments for their second dose of the COVID vaccine. This all according to the CDC. They say more than 5 million people, about 8%, missed their second Pfizer or Moderna dose as of early April. The reasons people are skipping that second dose include issues with appointments, people already feeling protected with just one shot, or if they felt sick after the first dose. Doctors say the second dose is crucial to protect yourself from the virus, including new variants of the virus. All right, I want you to listen to this. Pfizer is testing a single pill to treat COVID-19 at home. The treatment will be taken at the first sign of infection and would attack the virus to prevent it from replicating in your nose, throat, and lungs. Trials with the antiviral pill are reportedly underway in both the United States and Europe with volunteers ages 18 to 60. And the Biden administration is planning to share up to 60 million doses of AstraZeneca's COVID-19 vaccine with other countries. This decision comes after the White House determined most, if not all, of those shots will not be used here in the United States. About 10 million doses, here in the U.S. could be shipped all around the world within the coming weeks once the federal government approves this.
Oh yeah, it's a beautiful day of weather across the Piedmont. Have you been outside today? Beautiful Carolina blue sky. My question to you is, have you seen a cloud? Because I haven't been able to find one. My challenge to you is, if you see a cloud, send it to me on Facebook. I'd love to see it. We got beautiful Carolina blue sky all across the Piedmont today. Bit of a breezy day of weather, the old Burlington flag test. You see those blowing in the breeze right there. Warm wind though, so we don't worry about it as much. We've seen some gusts generally around 20 to 25 miles per hour so far today across the Piedmont, and we'll keep that breeze as we go into your Wednesday and Thursday as well. We have the strong southwest wind that's blowing in all of this warm air, and that will continue us on that warming trend for the next couple days with some of our warmest weather of the year so far. Sitting at 81 degrees right now in Greensboro, 81 over in Winston-Salem as well, and down in Lexington, 80 in Asheboro, generally upper 70s to near 80 degrees. And I think all of us will make it into the 80-degree club before the day is all said and done. Clear skies tonight will drop things back into the upper 50s to right around 60 degrees for us here in the Piedmont, more so upper 50s back to the west and in the foothill and mountain communities as well. Going into your Wednesday, another day with sunshine. We'll see a few of those clouds, high clouds mixed in from time to time. We'll make it into the low and mid 80s. I think we'll top out right around 84 for your Wednesday afternoon. It's still going to be a bit of a breezy day of weather. And if you missed this last night, the pink supermoon, you can still see it tonight. It won't quite be as full as it was last night, but it'll still be big and bright in the sky. So take a look at that tonight with clear skies and nice weather. Drier weather hanging around, warmer weather on the way. Next chance for rain not until the end of the week. We'll show you that 7-day forecast coming up.
An unprecedented school year is soon coming to a close for students at Washington Montessori. All grade levels are back in classrooms and working to reconnect. Music teacher Jerry Davis knows the best way to do that is through song. So he wrote one just for Washington Montessori. Like music notes building a melody, it takes working together. And after nearly a year of being apart, students at Washington Montessori are back in perfect harmony.
Washington Montessori.
Started writing the song, and the song turned to what I call the anthem, something that they can believe and not just sing, but actually believe and actually just have pride in and really showcase their abilities, but also just something that will make them feel positive about school and about life in general.
Music teacher Jerry Davis wanted to write an anthem for students to inspire hard work and a sense of community.
And so the idea was really just to improve test scores, to improve students' lifelong love of music and enjoy being at a school and having a sense of pride.
For weeks, Davis wrote, recorded, videoed, and edited the nearly 4-minute-long number, complete with dance moves, Zoom jam sessions, and, of course, learning.
And particularly, we are here to honor our community.
But it's the end of the song that Davis loves most.
There's a part in the vamp, I call it. It just repeats over and over again. It says,
every day we come to school, nothing's impossible.
And I'm a big believer that students are able to learn anything. I mean, their brains are just able to absorb some information, and the fact that they're so young, they could really go off in any direction and do great things.
So y'all know what I've been singing all day. What's been in my head? That song.
Yeah, that was good.
I am so impressed with the 3rd through 5th graders at Washington Montessori and with Mr. Davis for making this all happen. You know, he said there are several reasons why it's important to have a unifying song like this, and one of them is higher test scores, that when kids feel a sense of pride about where they go to school, they want to come, they want to work hard, and they will do better on tests, which I think is amazing.
I agree. That music video was awesome. I love the camera shots. I love all the kids singing together. And I like that vamp he was talking about, every day we come to school, nothing is impossible. And if you say that over and over again, you really will believe it. So. Absolutely.
A song full of affirmations. And it's just great to build those kids up because you never know what someone is going through. But it's also a memory that these kids will live and have forever. It's something that will connect them. And it's just something that allows them to bond and have a special relationship for the rest of their lives.
This is how I learned my multiplication tables, by singing them when I was in elementary school. And I still remember all the songs. We had them for our 7s, for our 8s, for our 5s. That's how I learned how to do multiplication. So songs work, and I really like this. This sounds like something that Eric Chilton and I could maybe take on, and maybe you can draw up a 4 to 5 song or a News 2 anthem or song. Just saying.
I remember my elementary school anthem for the Jones School. They were the Bobcats then. So,
you want to sing it for us?
No, I don't want to do that, but I will post the entire 4-minute-long video from Washington Montessori on our website for you, so you can watch them. They're way more talented than I am.
I love that solo at the end.
Oh, yes.
She can sing.
Yes, that is a 4th grader. Her name is Gabrielle, and Mr. Davis told me that she has wanted to sing forever. This is what she wants to do as her professional career, and even her kindergarten teacher told Mr. Davis once she got the solo that during her class, when she was in kindergarten, she would stop the class so she could put on concerts for people. Oh. So this is her moment.
She got her moment. She was singing. You were singing, girl. Good job.
Yes, very cool. All right, the 4 to 5 is heading to break. We are live on Facebook. We would love for you to join us there.
Come talk to us, man.
Come chat.
Washington Montessori.
See, you can sing.
All right.
Nope.
Like to be a superstar like young Gabby from our previous package. I heard you were a bit of a child prodigy. with the vocals, yes?
A little bit.
A little bit?
A little bit.
Yeah.
A child protege?
Yeah, protege, you know, however you, whatever float your boat. All right, whatever floats your boat.
Has a great voice.
Oh, thanks, guys.
Very nice, very nice.
We should come up with a 4 to 5 song.
I don't think we should.
If anyone's going to do it, it's you and Eric Chilton and Christian Morgan.
I would be down for that.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't know if Christian can sing either.
He can play the drums though. He's
yeah,
a musician.
but I mean, we're gonna bring in a drum set.
I've never heard him sing, but
You know, Eric used to keep a drum set behind the set here.
yes, he did.
That is outrageous.
It has
There
since
was a
gone back to
drum
his
set.
home.
I'm sorry. I'm reading my Facebook comments here. Scott Lynch is at the beach. Watching us
Scott,
from the beach.
jealous.
You didn't
I wish
invite
I was
me,
on
buddy.
the beach.
I am jealous.
Didn't
I'm
invite me.
jealous.
I'm upset. Our Cardinals lost last night. We got 2 hits, and now you at the beach without me. Awful.
Oh,
Bad day for you
no.
in there, Jalen.
Christian, I want to hear this multiplication song.
Yes.
So there were several. The 8s is the one that comes to mind the quickest.
Okay.
Okay, let's hear it. Not to
Hold
put
on.
you on the spot or anything.
See, now you put me on the spot and I forgot what the tune of it
It doesn't
was.
sound like it came that quick.
8.
And I'm out of time.
16,
We're out of time.
Welcome back to your 4 to 5. Okay, parents, there are only a few weeks left of school, and that means it is time to start making plans for the kiddos. Eric Chilton met with Shelly Scott of Greensboro Parks and Recs Department to find out what's on tap this summer.
Shelly, well, you know, it's that time that parents are thinking, what are we going to do with the kids this summer? So you guys are breaking out all these programs. Tell me about some of the better ones out there. What can we expect this summer?
Yeah, we have a really wide variety of programs that I'm really excited about this year. We are doing some free programs. There's some that are just really super low cost. So we have a Books in the Garden program in conjunction with Ready for School, Ready for Life that will be giving out a free book every single time. And that is a program that runs June through July on Wednesdays. We also have a Stream Splashers program. So we're going to have some toddlers doing some gentle creek exploration and learning about the things that are in their local creeks. Some of our low-cost programs are painting in the park, and we also are doing some yoga for toddlers and younger children.
Can't wait to see toddlers doing yoga. That sounds like it's way too cute. All right, cost-wise, you said low cost. So what kind of range are we looking at here?
Yeah, painting in the park, it's just $2 to pay for your canvas and your paint, and yoga is $5 to class.
And there are lots that are free as well. Is that correct?
Absolutely, yeah. We have the Books in the Garden is free. Growing Up Wild program, so we'll be out in nature, and that one's totally free, and we'll be doing a craft and some exploration with each program. We're also doing kangaroo hikes with parents and their little babies, so going out on trails, and this one's with Guilford County Parks as well, so we'll be doing some trails in Greensboro and some trails with Guilford County Parks.
Way too much cuteness going on this summer. Thank you so much, Shelly. We appreciate it. We'll link everybody to the website so they can sign up.
It is never too early to start planning what you're going to do this summer, and you know, Greensboro has so many great parks and so many opportunities, it sounds like, for families.
Yeah, and kids yoga, that sounds so cute. I love that there's so many options for kids to be able to get out and interact in a safe way. You know, they've been cooped up in the house. Nice for them to see some other kids, and with some free options as well.
Yeah,
That's always a good thing.
You know, last summer we weren't really able to have all the kids camps and kids summer programs that we normally are able to do. So the fact that a lot of these are coming back probably not only gives parents a sigh of relief, but it also probably gives the children a sigh of relief, and they're probably excited for it too.
Oh man, I could tell you this. Met some of my best friends in summer camp. First other Jalen I ever met in my life I met at summer camp. So it's just, I know the kids are looking forward to being able to get out the house, but I want to know who is putting on this kid yoga class, and I'm gonna pray for you because I don't know how that's going.
Okay, so I did teach a kids yoga class back in the day in Mount Airy, and it is something else to try to make those kids stand still. I just said, be a tree, grow tall like a tree, and then
it didn't work.
They were like
running all over the place. That's what I'm like,
not a tree blowing in the wind.
Yes.
A still tree.
But they were adorable doing it, so that's all that matters, right?
Did you all do summer camp growing up?
Mainly sports camps and church camps.
Yeah. I did these summer art camps, and I got put in timeout a lot in school because I talked too much, and I even got put in timeout during summer camp. And I used to carry around, in summer camp, I thought I was like cool. I used to carry around this old cell phone of my dad's and act like I was talking on it. And I actually got it taken away from me because I was distracting to the rest of the class.
I think it's safe to say that probably all of us at one point in our lives have been told we talk too much in class.
Absolutely.
My second grade teacher told my mom that I talked too much and I asked too many questions.
Well,
but it made me a great journalist.
There you
Look
go.
at us now.
I think every teacher I ever had said I talk too much.
All right, the 4 to 5 is heading to break. We would love for you to join our conversation that we're having on Facebook.
We're having a good time.
We talk too much. We type too much.
It's where all the fun's at.
We asked too many questions.
I remember the multiplication song.
Okay, we want to hear it.
Here we go.
Let's hear.
Hi, I am talking about childhood trauma, how not to let it define you when you're a parent. Yep.
Welcome back to your 4 to 5. Oprah Winfrey and Dr. Bruce Perry have now co-authored a new book. It's called What Happened to You, and it explores how traumas from childhood can impact your worldview. Childhood trauma can have long-lasting repercussions on mental, emotional, physical health as well, and it can last well into adulthood.
Oh, wow. And today we're here with Blanca Cobb, who has a master's in psychology, to talk about ways not to let childhood trauma define you, especially if you become a parent yourself or if you're already a parent.
So Blanca, we're going to get right into this important topic. First, what's a way to not let childhood trauma define a person?
Realize that you don't have to become your experience. That's where you have to make a decision that you're not going to let it take over your life. You can change what happened. You can turn that, what I mean by that is that you can turn that trauma into triumph, right? So when you're moving forward and you have kids, depending on what your circumstances were, you can make sure it's different for your children. And that happens with a lot of parents. For example, they might want to talk more, problem solve more, and show more patience. Another situation could be, instead of raising voices, they may have timeouts. So it's just, you take whatever bad happened that you don't like and you just flip it, you turn it, you twist it to make sure it's different in your interactions with your own children.
So, Blanca, should parents talk about their own childhood trauma to their children?
There's no right or wrong answer to this. It's an individual decision, but I suggest all parents make sure that your children can really understand what you're talking about if you do decide to share that with them. Some parents will tell, and the reason they want to share is because they want their children to understand why they parent the way they do. At a certain point, your children are going to be old enough that they're going to compare how you handle things versus how their friends' parents handle things. For example, your child might say, well, why can't I go over to my friends and spend the night? Because all my other friends get to go spend the night places, or they come over here and spend the night. So eventually your child might ask you some questions, and you might want to give them some information that you think is appropriate for them. Or your child might say, why can't I just ride in the neighborhood by myself on my bicycle? Why do you or dad or you or mom always have to be with me? Those, again, they're going to start making some comparisons, and you might want to explain.
And you talk about explaining it to children, Blanca. How important is it to explain past traumas to your partner?
It's very important. And the reason is if you're parenting or co-parenting together, you influence each other. And if they don't know what your triggers are, or they don't understand what happened to you, they might be scratching their head going, why does he or she feel this way? Or why won't they let our kid do X, Y, or Z? But if you can explain it, then you don't know what kind of solutions they can have to help you deal with any triggers that might come up when you're parenting, that might trigger something that happened in your own childhood. So it is important. They can give you support that you might need, and also you two can brainstorm together about how you want to move forward and do things differently for your own children.
This is all very helpful and useful information a lot of families can use out there. Thank you so much, Blanca.
All right, I have a challenge for you today in Triad weather. If you can find a cloud in the sky, I want you to send it to me on Facebook, because we have beautiful Carolina blue sky all across the Piedmont, and there's a bee buzzing around my shoulder here. So I'm going to go ahead and move over to the other part of the weather garden here and show you the weather camera network that we're looking at. Beautiful Carolina blue sky all across the Triad today. A bit of a breezy day of weather, but it's a warm wind, so we don't really mind it that much. Strong winds coming out of the southwest, and that is bringing in all of that warmer and slightly more humid air that we have today. Temperature-wise, all in the low 80s right now. We've all joined the 80-degree club here in the Piedmont, but there's tons of warmth to go all the way down into the south, and really the entire eastern half of the United States is warm and getting in on some more spring-like warmth. Reason for that? Well, of course, we're dry on the radar here, but zooming out on a wider view, there's a big system out to our west over Texas right now. There's a cold front out here and a couple little areas of low pressure. High pressure, though, is in control of our weather for now, but as it starts to shift offshore, a little further to the east and a little more down to the south, our winds will continue to turn a little stronger out of the south and out of the southwest. That will continue us on this warming trend for a couple more days. It's kind of a setup that we talk a lot about in the summer called a Bermuda high setup, when that high pressure centers right over the island of Bermuda. As we go into the end of the week, this cold front will slowly be working its way toward us. So we're going to stay dry all the way through Wednesday and Thursday, with our next chance for rain not arriving till we get to Friday. Some of our warmest weather of the entire year so far on the way tomorrow. Mid 80s, 84 degrees for your Wednesday, 85 for Thursday. We'll bring that cold front through on Friday with just a low end chance of a few showers on Friday, but it will cool us back off into the low and mid 70s, dry weather going into the weekend. And that's your forecast. 4 to 5 is coming right back.
All right, mic check 1, 2, 3. Mic check 4 to 5. Mic check best entry level jobs. Mic check 1, 2, 3.
Hello.
Hello.
Christian.
Don't you hate when you get too much hand sanitizer on your hand?
Ugh.
Yeah.
It's worse.
I still want to hear Christian's song.
Yes.
Oh, okay. So the sevens song I remember off the top of my head.
Didn't you just say eights?
Well, yeah, but the sevens came back to me quicker. All right, so here's the seven. Here's the sevens. I hope I do this right. Make sure I get the right tune. Okay. All right, here we go. Oh wait, now I'm on camera. I have to sing on camera now too. Okay, so here we go. It was
You got it.
7 and 14, 21. Yeehaw. right? 28 and 35,
wow.
we're halfway done. 42, 49, 56, and 63. And lastly, we have 70. Yeehaw. There's the sevens. Jalen, you can just decline to comment.
Your multiplication song
Of
has
yeehaw. Yeehaw.
I didn't write the song, okay?
I love it. Do it
I
again.
think it's cute. Did you guys have a dance to it too?
Absolutely.
Yeehaw.
There's no dance.
Have you ever yeehawed in your life, Lauren?
7, 14, 21.
I don't think I
yeehaw.
have.
That's how it goes.
Yeah, you gotta dance with yeehaw.
When I say yee, you say ha.
Yee.
I don't think that's how that works.
One more time, Christian.
Wait, I think I remember the 8 one now too.
Oh.
Let me try the 8.
Suddenly.
Okay.
Okay.
8 and 16, 24, 32 and 40, 48 and 56, 64 and 72, 80 and 88, and now we are through.
Done.
Yay!
There we go. That's better.
I like
That's
how we're
better.
cutting to Jalen for reaction. I know. It's like, and Jalen.
Crowd response, crowd reaction from
I
Jalen.
just know the Schoolhouse Rock. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27. Y'all know that one? 30.
Nah, only
No,
thing I got
I
for you,
don't.
I got the state song, just like our guy Chad Silber.
College seniors will be walking across the graduation stage soon, and that means plenty of people will be starting their first job. So WFOY News 2's Brian Bennett decided to take a look at who might have the easiest and the toughest time getting a new job.
With graduation season upon us, many will be focusing in on their academic success, but soon focus will shift to entering the job market. Studies show graduates want a career, not just a job. A high starting salary and high growth for compensation and responsibility. In addition, one of the biggest is stability while doing what they love. Now, Wallet Hub recently did a breakdown comparing 108 entry-level positions, factoring in things like starting salary, projected job growth, and job hazards, including other things. Based off that criteria, here were the best entry-level positions. Hardware engineer, environmental health and safety engineer, web applications developer, engineer, and systems engineer. And here were the worst: building inspector, refinery operator, floor assembler, boilermaker, and welder. Now, those engineers always coming out on top. But listen, guys, this is just a study, nothing really set in stone. Me personally, I believe your gift will make room for you wherever you're supposed to be, whatever God blessed you with. You're gonna shine and you're gonna get the compensation eventually, okay? So that's just my take.
Amen to that.
Taking us to
Amen.
church.
Definitely agree with you.
That's exactly what I think too. You know, it's all about getting that experience, and the money will come eventually.
I will say I have found in older generations, they find a job and they stick with that company or with that career for a longer time, whereas younger generations are kind of bouncing around to maybe a different job or a different career completely.
Yeah, I mean, I think as a younger generation, we want to be happy and not just like do the same old thing over again. So we're okay with like moving around from job to job.
And the only thing I just want to add to this is don't be afraid of an opportunity. It might not be what exactly you're looking for. If it's close in your field, even adjacent to your field, take that opportunity to kick the door down, and you never know what can happen for you.
Kick the door down. We have a pastor and an inspirational speaker this afternoon.
It's my side gig, right?
Exactly.
I got jokes.
Yeah. All right, the 4 to 5 is heading to break. Did you know we stream this entire show live on Facebook? And we talk to you during the commercial breaks. Did you know that?
And Christian sings.
And Christian
sings.
sings.
We need to get Brian
And
to come in
Jalen
and sing.
dances.
That's what we need. We need
It's
Brian
a lot
to
of
sing.
fun. I'm just telling you. We'll see you there. Come on over. WFMY News 2 Facebook page.
Hello, ice cold milk and an Oreo cookie, they forever go together. Yes, I did. Ice cold milk and an Oreo cookie. And do a Zoom with an expert about.
Good afternoon and welcome to your 4 to 5. I'm Lauren Coleman here with Maddie Garner, Jalen Gilkey, and Christian Morgan today.
It is a beautiful day in the neighborhood. We are so happy you're joining us this Tuesday afternoon. Make sure you're also heading on over to the WFMY News 2 Facebook page and joining the 4 to 5 live stream. That's where you're going to find us chatting with you during the show and the commercial breaks.
We're having a lot of fun, a lot to talk about, and let's get straight to it with your top stories with your 4 to 5 roundup. The FBI has opened a federal civil rights investigation into the death of Andrew Brown, who was shot and killed by a sheriff's deputy in Elizabeth City last week. It comes as lawyers for Brown's family say the results of an independent autopsy show he was shot 5 times, with 1 shot in the back of the head. Yesterday, his family viewed a small amount of the body camera footage. They say it shows Brown had his hands on the steering wheel at the time. Deputies say they were trying to serve Brown a warrant on felony drug charges and shot him as he tried to drive away. 7 deputies are on leave pending the results of this investigation. And starting next year, North Carolina will have more power in Washington. Our state is getting another seat in the House. This is all thanks to the 2020 census. So that means we'll have 14 congressional districts now. According to the census, 1 million new residents moved here in the last 10 years. The 2020 census data shows that North Carolina is growing faster than the rest of the country on the whole. We're now the 9th most populous state. Experts think the congressional seat will likely represent either the Charlotte or Raleigh-Durham area based on the population. And the first black woman to serve as Chief Justice of North Carolina's highest court has announced her entry into the state's U.S. Senate race. Former state Supreme Court Chief Justice Sherry Beasley announced her campaign today after losing her re-election for Chief Justice last year. Beasley joins 4 other Democrats looking to win the party nomination for the seat being vacated by Senator Richard Byrd.
Well, did you see it last night? The pink supermoon over the Triad? No, it wasn't actually pink. The name pink is just what we give the first full moon in the month of April. But this is a really great picture of what it looked like from Jonathan Jones and Randleman last night. And it'll still be big and it'll still be bright tonight in the sky. Actually, for the next couple of nights and with clear skies, you should be able to see it quite easily. Really quite a sight to see. Of course, the old trusty Burlington flag test, pretty much sticking straight out. It means it's a windy day of weather. We've had some gusts generally around 20 to 25 miles per hour across the Triad today, but that breeze will still hang on with us as we go into your Wednesday and Thursday. We have strong winds coming out of the south and southwest. That's pushing in all of that warmer and a little bit more humid air that we have today and that we'll have for the next couple days. Most all of us have joined the 80-degree club today, 81 in Greensboro and in Winston-Salem, 81 down in Asheboro, 81 over in Lexington as well. Of course, things quiet on the radar and will stay that way over the next several days. Tonight, under clear skies, I expect us to only drop down into the upper 50s to right around 60 degrees here in the Piedmont with a warmer day and another day with sunshine on the way for your Wednesday. We'll top things out right around 84 degrees. Still a bit breezy day of weather for your Wednesday too, and some of our warmest weather all year so far for your Wednesday and on the way for Thursday as well, with that next chance for rain not arriving until the end of the week. We'll talk about that. I'll show you that full 7-day forecast coming up in a few minutes.
Treat others the way you want to be treated. I'm sure that is something all of us have heard our parents say to us. And while it is important to treat others kindly, it's also important to make sure to think of others first. Coach Lamont has that story on U-Day.
A doctor, lawyer, priest, and young man were on a small plane. Suddenly, the plane developed engine trouble. In spite of the pilot's best effort, the plane started to go down. The pilot grabbed the parachute and yelled to the passengers that they better jump, and he himself bailed out. Unfortunately, there were only 3 parachutes left. The doctor grabbed one and said, "I'm a doctor, I save lives, so I must live." The lawyer said, "I'm a lawyer, and lawyers are the smartest people in the world. I deserve to live." The priest looked at the young man and said, "My son, I've lived a long and full life. Take the last parachute and live." The young man handed the parachute back to the priest and said, "Father, don't worry. The smartest man in the world just took off with my backpack." Today, it's important that we think of others before we think of ourselves. This is Coach Lamont reminding you to have your best you day. I'll see you tomorrow.
All right, look at this curious cat. He's cute and all, but what's wrong with this video?
Oh, well, he is absolutely adorable.
Yeah, okay. But what's wrong with this video?
He is on the cabinet. He's on the kitchen
He's
counter.
on the counter. You're not supposed to be on the counter.
No.
So not supposed to be on the
Stewie
counter.
knows that.
Stewie knows that. This is good. Okay. So maybe you're thinking to yourself, really, is it a big deal? Well, listen to this.
Also important to keep your pets, especially cats that go in and out of a litter box, off your counters and tables. If that's not possible, at least clean those spaces before you prepare any food.
Yeah, at least wipe it down. Speaking of food, your pet's food may also cause a risk, especially raw pet food, which can carry potentially harmful bacteria like listeria that can lead to vomiting and diarrhea in us humans. Now, the best protection is almost too simple, right? It's to wash your hands. But at key times, anytime you touch an animal, their food, their bowls, you're supposed to head to the sink for at least a 20-second scrub down with some soap and water. All right, so cats, dogs, adoptions of all kinds went up in 2020. We all know that, right? But what other animal were folks after? Do you guys have any guesses?
I'm gonna say maybe pigs.
I was gonna say pigs too.
I know
Okay.
someone with a pet pig.
Cute little pot-bellied pigs,
Yeah.
right? You got a guess there, Christian?
Maybe I don't know, a guinea pig or a hamster maybe?
Those are good guesses. You ready for it, folks? Here
Yes.
it is. Let's go. Oh.
That is not a pet.
Nope, chickens.
That was impressive, Tanya.
Okay.
In urban and in suburban areas. Oh, yes. All right. So memberships to the American Poultry Association rose in 2020 as cooped up, get it, Americans cooped up, started backyard flocks. According to the CDC, those new flocks came with an explosion of salmonella outbreaks, not from eating the birds, of course, but because they were handling them like that.
Bacteria can spread from live poultry via their feces. They walk in it, peck in it, and roll around in dirt. And it can get on their feathers and beaks. That's why the CDC advises against cuddling or kissing your pet poultry.
And you're thinking to yourself, who kisses and cuddles pet poultry? But you saw the kids right there, and they were starting like this with the chickens, and aren't they cute? The little stores sell these kinds of things, so they're cute and yes, cuddly. All right, be careful. Don't at me about the cat on the counter.
Chicken pets. My grandparents have chickens, but they're not pets.
Yeah, they breakfast.
They provide
dinner.
eggs.
Well, I saw in Oprah's interview with Harry and Meghan that they had chickens.
Yeah.
I think when I was in school, we had a chick, like in the classroom.
Ooh.
I think.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think that's something we did too, like kindergarten, I think.
Yeah.
I know Tractor Supply stores sell chicks and things of that nature. I remember
Really?
going to get
You
stuff
frequent
for
the Tractor Supply store?
Yeah, my dad's very into his yard.
Okay, cool.
Won't buy the chicks.
You know, I had never seen a Tractor Supply store until I moved to North Carolina.
Well,
You know,
you were in the big city.
yeah, a lot of them.
What am I singing?
I think we need more singing from Christian Morgan.
Christian Morgan.
Yeehaw!
But a lot of the songs that I know,
Guess
I can't legally
what
sing here.
happened today?
You can sing 10 seconds of it, I believe.
Christian Morgan came up to my desk.
Okay.
And I didn't even turn around, and I said, "You got Kit Kats for me?"
And he pulled 'em out his pocket.
Literally had a Kit Kat for me.
Me too.
That was
It was
literally
a
the
total
purpose of me
surprise.
wanting to see Maddie.
There's no other reason to see me other than bring me candy. I'm okay
All
with
right.
it.
Well, hey.
I'm okay with it. How's Facebook doing? Let's check in on them. Bum, bum, bum. That's the singing you're going to get today. Rue says hello. She says people who take care of chickens are called chicken tenders.
Oh, Rue's got jokes. I like that one, Rue.
That's good.
That's a good one.
Good.
Christian,
Like
can we
that
get a
one,
boom?
too.
Yeah, there we go.
Let's see what else we got.
Chicken
That's a really
tenders.
good comment, Rue. I really like that one. I would not want a chicken.
Yeah, Rue's the MVP of the day with that one.
I would not want a pet chicken, but I would want a pet pig, perhaps.
No, breakfast.
But
I really want a puppy.
fresh,
better.
farm fresh eggs from chickens are really good.
Well,
Farm fresh egg.
Well, those of us who have experienced Alzheimer's know how tough it is on everyone involved. Well, there's a virtual statewide town hall meeting this Thursday to help raise awareness and encourage research. Eric Chilton spoke with Dr. Lamont Williams of Wake Forest Baptist Medical Center to get the details.
Dr. Williams, thanks for taking time out today. You know, let's talk about this. There's a reason behind this, and when you and I were talking, it was shocking to me that you said there's actually a racial tie into the disease of Alzheimer's. I did not know this. Can you explain this?
There is some intentionality around this town hall effort, simply because African Americans are 2 to 3 times more likely to develop Alzheimer's, dementia, and memory loss. And so we know the research is clear. Not only that, our Hispanic Latinx community is 1.5 times as well. And so the good news is we're here to raise awareness and to make that connection that it really is important to get involved.
So let's talk about what people can expect with this town hall. Obviously, you're raising awareness. This is a statewide town hall. What will we get with this?
Not only will you get cutting edge research, you'll get PhD scientists talking about the genetics around the actual Alzheimer's itself. But what I love even more is that we have caregiver research. There's so many people who care for persons with Alzheimer's, dementia, and memory loss. And we're intentional about saying we want you to join so that you can hear some resources. We also will have that person who's already in a Alzheimer's prevention study. You'll hear firsthand what his experience has been like.
Doctor, you mentioned research, and you're saying that it's important for African Americans to get involved in the research process. Why is that?
This whole effort is about asking us, can we change the narrative? Can we turn the corner in our African American community? I want to also say, listen, we typically do not get involved in research, and some of that is for good reasons. I'll certainly be open and honest that. But the reality is, if we do not, then there's consequences as well. And I always say what a travesty it will be for our African American community if we are 2 to 3 times more likely and then a cure is developed and it doesn't work for our community. How do we know? It's because we have to get involved.
Doctor, thank you for taking time out today. This sounds super informative, and we look forward to it.
Very informative session that will be held, as we were just talking during the break. An important piece of this is that awareness and that education about, certain lifestyle behaviors and different things like that within the African American community, and how we can help to address some of these issues like Alzheimer's.
Absolutely, and I personally had a couple members of my family that actually suffer from Alzheimer's, dementia, so it's especially important that we try to participate in this research to get ahead of these things and try to just be more aware as to what could be coming down the pike in the future.
Right, and even if you don't know someone who is affected, or maybe you're not a caretaker of someone who is affected by this disease, it's still important to know the signs and to know the symptoms of this, because if you can catch this earlier, and the treatments are changing every single day. So I'm so glad that this resource is being offered to everyone.
Yeah, and that's it, guys. We just have to do this research, and we have to have the conversations and talk about it, and we're here to learn. We learn something new every day, and the more we can learn about this, the more you know, the better off we'll all be in the end.
And I think one of the best things to come out of this pandemic, if anything, is just the access to these informational sessions. Like this one is going to be virtual, and it's a statewide event. That's something that may have been held in an auditorium in Raleigh last year, you know, and now it's online, so more people can log on in and get this potentially life-saving information.
Yeah, just having the access to be able to view it or attend it is a big deal.
All right, well, the 4 to 5 is heading to break. We are live on Facebook. We would love for you to join us there.
I may sing again, I don't know.
As he exits.
Well played, Brad. Well played.
I'm still laughing about that chicken tender joke, I'm not gonna lie.
Chicken?
Yes, Rue killed us this afternoon.
Chicken?
Not the chicken, but...
All right, Brad, I think
Brad,
we get
calm
it.
that chicken down.
I think we get it, Brad.
I have a few miniature potbelly pigs. And Brandon will ship me one overnight. I don't think you can ship a pig, Brandon. I could be wrong.
Not with that attitude.
Brad, guess who's on the feed today? It's your mama.
Hey, Brad's mom.
It's your mama. Miss Lowry, we're happy to have you again.
Hello.
Your son is playing chicken noises. He's responsible for that. I wonder how nice is it in Blowing Rock, Miss Lowry? A little bit cooler, or Christian, if you want to give me a weather update.
It is a little bit cooler. Still in the 70s though in Boone and Blowing Rock.
Beautiful.
It's a wonderful place to be.
I love when the weather starts heating up.
How's the view
Brad's
out there,
waving
Mrs.
to
Lowry?
his mom. Let's see Brad in the booth.
Hey,
Wave
Brad.
to your mom. Wave to your mom. Hey, mom.
So Brad will be on the right of your screen, and our producer Matt is on the left. You guys are looking great. Thanks for keeping us afloat. Oh, look at those
okay.
dance moves.
Ooh.
Whoa, Matt.
Somebody's excited.
Don't hurt him.
Brad's mom's just making sure he's behaving.
Oh, what a fun time. All right, Jalen, your story's next. I'm excited.
Yeah, I'm excited for this one too.
Ice cream.
Ice cream time.
Ice cream.
I love ice cream. It's my weakness.
I had ice cream this week.
I thought Kit Kats were your weakness, Christian.
How come everybody's had ice cream but me today?
Yeah, I definitely had ice cream.
We had both had ice cream.
What flavor did you get?
I too had ice cream.
Jalen ate the ice cream right in
his
front of
face.
my face.
In
Just
his
ate
face.
Oh,
it,
you brought some
devoured it.
back.
Yeah, I brought some for me.
I can tell.
Oh.
Nobody else.
Yeah. I mean, what is...
Christian says he can tell.
He watched me eat it.
He ate it
knew.
right in front of me.
So you didn't bring us lashes back or ice cream.
And you know we're here now. Like we work in this building now.
Well, y'all knew the story. No one said
I
anything.
didn't.
Okay, you
brought
didn't,
Kit Kats for
Lauren.
everybody. We have a
were
story on
late
that.
today.
I'm sorry. Am I like? Is that a requirement?
Yeah,
for
ask
getting-
for things.
It's called
Closed
generosity,
mouth don't
Jalen.
get fed, Maddie.
Generosity.
You should
Jalen.
think about others.
Yes, think about others.
Think
Jalen.
beyond yourself.
Yeah.
I would really have appreciated.
Well, I actually
I was
brought
going-
one for Cammy too, if y'all really want to know.
Oh.
That's
Yeah.
good.
Oh, you brought something for someone else, just not us.
Yeah.
Huh, did she ask for one?
Well, as the temperature heats up outside, one Aggie alum and Navy veteran is bringing back a classic summertime favorite.
WFMY News 2's Jalen Gilkey found out how they're offering up sweet treats.
Well, if you're like me and grew up spending long summer days baking in the sun, there was no better sound than hearing the ice cream truck coming down your street. There's a new effort to recreate those same memories here in the Triad this summer.
A lot of kids don't know about the ice cream truck, and me being able to help share that, it's priceless. It's a whole experience.
Leslie Hines and her 5-year-old son Grayson started Cooling Out Treats truck at the beginning of the year. They travel all throughout the Triad, but they're primarily in Guilford County. It's a bit of a throwback concept that we unfortunately don't get to see much of these days.
Just us being able to service everyone, and especially with the way that the times are right now. So the community has been very excited. They're very engaging and they're very, very receptive and very thankful, as we are.
But why an ice cream truck?
Just bringing joy to the community and to the neighborhoods. When you hear that sound, it should be happy.
And I'm gonna be honest, the moment I saw Pinky, which is what Leslie named her truck, I smiled from ear to ear. And when she put on that song, I promise I felt like I was 10 years old again, begging my mom for money for the ice cream truck. And if you'd like to get in contact with Cooling Out, I've attached all their contact information in my web story on WFMYnews2.com.
It is that sense of nostalgia that really makes you want to go get an ice cream bar, and I think just the sight of the ice cream truck and the sound of that music, it just sets the mood. And now I want a strawberry shortcake bar. Y'all know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
That was my favorite one. I also like the one that had the eyeballs that were bubble gum.
Yeah, the SpongeBob ones, or like the Tweety Bird.
Yeah.
Different characters.
The strawberry shortcake bars were good, but they also had a chocolatey clear version of them too.
Not as good as the strawberry.
Thank you.
So Maddie, I'm gonna let you know, there was a little girl, she was in the package and she walked up to the truck and she looked at it, she pointed and she said, SpongeBob. And that's just what she wanted. And I just smiled because
that's how they get you.
I was just like, wow, you know, SpongeBob's still doing the job, right?
I'm gonna be honest. She said there's nothing that makes you happier than when you hear the ice cream truck coming. And I'll be honest, I saw Jalen come in with ice cream and have anybody for anybody else. That's all I'm saying. Could have been we could have all been the happiest people alive right now.
But you made up for my lapse by sharing your joy with us today with the Kit Kats.
So in case you're confused about what's happening,
you got the team on your back, buddy.
Jalen did this story about the ice cream truck, did not bring anybody ice cream back, at least on the 4 to 5. I've since found out that he did bring another coworker some ice cream back.
Oh, I missed that part.
It's okay. We love that coworker. She deserves it. However, Christian did bring us all Kit Kats today.
I didn't get one.
Oh,
Wait a minute. Hold up.
I tried.
I didn't get one in the back.
Yeah, the boys in the back have said they didn't get one either. So
I haven't been by their. Okay, I've been by Matt's desk, but I haven't been by Lauren's desk yet.
But you have one for her.
But I have one for her.
Okay.
It's
Are we
probably
good?
melted now.
Are we good here?
Yeah, we're good here. Jalen didn't get us ice cream.
Chad comes
Silver
yelling in the
has
studio.
made his
I didn't get one.
way into the studio
I just ruined our
to
show.
announce that he has not gotten a sweet treat. So you can't make everybody happy is the moral of the story. Just do your best. And there's Chad's hand.
In
That's
my face.
very interesting.
I didn't get one.
Did you move, sir? Thank you. I don't know. Security.
We are off the rails.
Security.
Go to weather. Go to weather. We are off the rail.
Oh, the weather is great. If you're eating ice cream today, it will melt very quickly, so eat it fast. Beautiful Carolina blue sky across the Triad today. Warm too. We're all sitting in the low 80s right now. Again, my challenge to you has been, if you can find a cloud in the sky, send me a picture. Can't really find one on our weather camera network right now. Taking a look across the Piedmont. All of us have joined the 80-degree club this afternoon, and there is plenty of warmth to be had all the way down in the south. And really, our entire half of the country is getting in on some of the springtime warmth. The reason for that is we actually have high pressure off the coast, so we're keeping the high pressure in control with a southerly wind warming us up. There is a system back to our west, but it's going to be a slow mover, not getting here until the end of the week. As that high continues to shift a little further offshore, our winds continue to turn strong out of the south and southwest. That not only brings in some warmer air, but it also brings in a little more humid air, which you're probably feeling a little bit of today. Tomorrow and Thursday, likely to be our warmest days of the year so far. 84 for your Wednesday, 85 for Thursday. We'll watch that chance for rain with that cold front coming through on Friday. We get back to dry weather, but our temperatures drop back into the low and mid 70s going into the weekend. That's your forecast. 4 to 5 is coming right back.
I can hear you. And while many restrictions are lifting, the home improvement. And while many restrictions are lifting, the home improvement shortages seem to be getting worse. A look at the remodeling delays.
Hi there, I can. Minnesota, Mississippi, Missouri, Montana, Nebraska, Nevada, New Hampshire, New Jersey, New Mexico.
It is. Let's talk on that microphone. Roll that microphone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
That they were delighted about the news. Yes, I can hear you. I can hear you. Okay. I'm live in Bryant Park in Greensboro for the first round of the NCAA women's and men's tournament. Now, even
So I want to talk to you about something that's very simple, but that can mean a lot to you and your family. It sounds ridiculously easy, but it is so rewarding. We're talking about family movie night, all right? So you can picture it, all the family eating popcorn, sitting around watching a movie together. I know it sounds so simple, but something that we have started doing is to have a little picnic on the living room floor. You put out some food that everybody can grab, finger food, and we eat dinner and watch a movie together. A simple concept that goes back years, right? Decades and decades that families have done this. But let me tell you how important it is. And I didn't find this out until recently. I'm speaking to my younger two, especially my youngest, Drew, who's 8 years old, my only girl. And one day she came up to me and she goes, "You know what I love, Dad?" And I said, "What do you love?" She said, "I love when we all get together and watch a movie and eat on the floor." It doesn't sound like a lot to a parent, but to a child, it is a great experience. And you have to think back to when you were little and how the little things meant so much to you. And you didn't realize it until you got older, that it's the simple things. You don't have to buy them the latest video game console. You don't have to buy them the latest trends and clothes and all that always. Of course, that's important to a degree. But what matters, especially to the little ones, that builds in their imagination and their family foundation for the rest of their lives, are the small things that you do together as a group. And even when you get the teenagers in, you got to push them a little bit, but once they get in, they have fun too. I think the simple things are what keeps a family bonded together, more so than the expensive things. But that's just my 2 cents, and that's your 4 to 5. WFMY News 2 at 5 starts now.
Check it out. New guidance from the CDC tonight on wearing masks outside.
The organization says it is now safe for fully vaccinated people to take their mask off